I just wanted to buy some groceries and head home in peace. But apparently, 6 bikers decided I was their evening entertainment. They laughed, pushed my wheelchair, and thought they had everything under control. Then I made one phone call, and in the next moment, their faces turned pale, like they had just seen their own mistakes play out in real time. All right, let me paint you a picture. You ever wake up and just know the universe has chosen violence that day? Yeah, that was me this morning. First off, my upstairs neighbour, who apparently thinks he's a DJ in some underground club, decided to blast 90s rap at maximum volume like it was his personal mission to make the whole building hate him. Dude, just because you memorized every lyric doesn't mean the rest of us want to hear it at 7 a.m. Then, when I went downstairs to grab a package, guess what? The delivery guy left one of those "we missed you" notes. Bro, I was literally right there. What, did I need to stand outside waving flares for you to notice me? So yeah, my day was already off to an all-time low. But that was just the warm-up act. I roll into the Big Joe's parking lot, and it's one of those sketchy places where you just know something stupid is going to go down. You can smell the mix of burnt rubber, cheap fast food, and cigarette smoke in the air. The parking lot itself? A nightmare. Oil stains everywhere. Random shopping carts left abandoned like their owners gave up on life halfway through their trip. And, of course, the usual crowd of people standing around, doing absolutely nothing. Now, let me introduce myself. Marcus Holloway, 32 years old, military vet. Yeah, I roll around in a wheelchair. Don't get it twisted though, I'm not the kind of guy who lets that slow me down. But apparently, to some people, it makes me a walking or rolling target. And wouldn't you know it, I immediately spot trouble. 6 dudes, leather vests, bad tattoos, and enough cigarette smoke around them to set off a fire alarm. Bikers. The kind that don't exactly give off friendly neighborhood motorcycle club vibes. More like, we don't have real jobs, so we spend our time causing problems energy. I keep my head down. Not because I'm scared, but because I don't feel like dealing with unnecessary drama today. Spoiler alert, drama found me anyway. One of them, tall, shaved head, built like a refrigerator, elbows his buddy and nods in my direction. Yo, check this out, he says loud enough for everyone to hear. I already know where this is going. Oh man, jackpot, another one snickers. Blonde, tattooed arms, looks like he peaked in high school. Black and in a wheelchair? That's like double points. The whole group starts laughing like they just heard the funniest joke of the year. I keep rolling, pretending I don't hear them. Maybe if I ignore them, they'll get bored and move on. Yeah, no. Hey buddy, where you going so fast? The big guy steps right in front of me, blocking my path. Now here's the thing. You deal with enough of these types and you learn a few things. 1. They feed off reactions. 2. They think they're untouchable. 3. They always underestimate the wrong person. I stop my chair and look up at him. Calm, unreadable. Move, I say. He grins. Oh, tough guy, huh? He leans in and his breath smells like cheap beer and regret. What if I don't? From behind me, someone grabs the handles of my chair and jerks it backward. That's when I know this isn't just going to be another laugh and move on situation. I brace myself, keeping my balance as they push me around like some kind of joke. Man, this dude is embarrassing, one of them says, shaking his head, like as if being in a chair wasn't bad enough, now he's got an attitude. They think this is a game. I take a deep breath, not because I'm scared, but because these guys have no idea what they just walked into. Then I pull out my phone. The laughter keeps going until I say 2 words. Code black. Silence. The mood shifts instantly. One of them, the blonde one, frowns. What the hell did he just say? I don't answer. I just sit back and wait. And trust me, they are not ready for what's coming next. You ever see a group of people go from cocky to confused in less than 3 seconds? Because that's exactly what happened the moment I said code black. For the first time since this whole mess started, none of them were laughing. No more fake tough guy energy, no more smug looks, just blank faces and nervous glances. Blondie, who I was now mentally calling high school hero, tilted his head. Hold up, he muttered, shifting uncomfortably. What does that even mean? Big guy, the one who had been running his mouth the most, tried to brush it off. Tried. Man, whatever, he scoffed. But I could see it. The hesitation. The moment of doubt creeping in. I didn't say anything, just placed my phone down on my lap and kept my face unreadable. Let them sit with the uncertainty. Now, let me break something down for you. Confidence is everything in situations like this. These guys, they were bullies. And bullies thrive on control. The second you take that away, they start to crack. And right on cue, the roar of engines cut through the silence. Loud, aggressive, coming in fast. The bikers all turned toward the sound, their postures shifting. Blondie was the first to break. He cleared his throat, rubbed the back of his neck, and forced a laugh that fooled no one. Hey, listen, we might have... He hesitated, struggling to find the right words. We might have misunderstood the situation. The lead biker didn't blink. Oh? His voice was calm. Too calm. And what exactly did you misunderstand? Blondie swallowed hard. Well, you know how things get. We were just messing around. Didn't mean anything by it. 3 motorcycles, sleek, black, moving like they owned the road. And they were heading straight for us. One of the bikers, the one leading the pack, pulled up first. Helmet on, visor down, full gear. The other 2 stopped right beside him, forming a solid wall of, "You're in the wrong place at the wrong time." For a few seconds, nobody moved. Then, the lead biker finally spoke. "What's going on here?" His voice was calm, but in a way that made it clear he wasn't asking for fun. The bikers, the ones who had been having the time of their lives mocking me 5 minutes ago, suddenly looked like they weren't sure what to do. Big Guy stepped forward, still trying to hold on to his confidence. "We were just talking, man. No big deal." The lead biker didn't respond. Instead, he slowly turned his head toward me. That's when I saw it. The smallest nod. He knew. This was about to go sideways for the 6 guys standing in front of me. They just didn't know it yet. Blondie was the first to catch on that something wasn't right. "Hey," he said, his voice lower now. "Who are these guys?" Big Guy glanced at the lead biker again. "Yeah, man, who even are you?" The biker reached up and took off his helmet. And that's when everything changed. See, the second his face was visible, I watched the color drain from Big Guy's face. His jaw tightened. His shoulders stiffened. "Oh," he muttered. Just one word. But it was enough, because now he knew exactly who he was dealing with. The 2 other bikers removed their helmets too. And let me tell you, these guys weren't just random riders cruising the streets. Their jackets? They had patches, specific ones, the kind that people recognize instantly, the kind that carry weight. Big Guy stepped back. "Look, man, we didn't know..." The lead biker raised a hand, cutting him off. "I wasn't talking to you." Then he turned back to me. "Marcus, you good?" The 6 bikers visibly flinched at the fact that he knew my name. That's when it really sank in for them. They weren't just dealing with some random guy in a wheelchair. They had messed with the wrong person. I took my time answering. Let them feel the weight of the situation. Then, finally, I shrugged. "I don't know. I got called a few things tonight. Embarrassing, weak, a joke. What do you think?" Big Guy immediately shook his head. "Look, man, it wasn't like that." "Oh?" I raised an eyebrow. "Because that's exactly what it sounded like 5 minutes ago." Blondie swallowed hard. "Come on, dude. Let's just..." The lead biker tilted his head slightly. "No, let's not rush." Another biker stepped forward now, his voice just as calm. "We got time." The 6 guys in front of me, they were officially panicking. They looked at each other, trying to figure out an escape plan that didn't exist. Because here's the thing about people like them. They're loud until they realize they're outnumbered. And right now, they were outnumbered, outmatched, and completely out of their depth. The lead biker finally exhaled. Then, without breaking eye contact with Big Guy, he spoke. "You ever heard of a reputation?" Big Guy nodded quickly. Yeah, of course." The biker leaned in slightly. Then you know how easy it is to lose one. Blondie blinked. Wait, what's that supposed to mean? The biker smiled, and that's when they really started to panic. Because it wasn't a friendly smile, it was a you should be worried smile. And trust me, they were. Big Guy, who had been acting like he owned the parking lot just minutes ago, was suddenly a lot less loud. His eyes darted between me and the three bikers in front of him, his brain working overtime trying to process how fast the power shifted. That's when I saw it, the shift in the lead biker's expression. See, there are different kinds of silence. There's the awkward silence, like when you wave at someone and realize they weren't waving at you. There's the frustrated silence, like when your phone dies at 1% right before you send an important message. And then there's this kind of silence, the kind that makes people second-guess every life decision that led them to this moment. The lead biker took a step forward, hands still relaxed at his sides, but his presence made the whole parking lot feel 10 degrees colder. Let me make sure I understand, he said, tilting his head slightly. You're telling me you were just messing around? Big Guy nodded so fast you'd think his life depended on it. Yeah, exactly. Just a joke, man. No harm, no foul. The biker smirked. That's funny, because from where I was standing, it looked like you were harassing a disabled veteran. Silence. A heavy, no escape from this kind of silence. Blondie blinked. Wait, veteran? I crossed my arms. That a problem? Big Guy looked like he wanted to sink into the pavement. Listen, man, if we had known... Oh, so it would have been fine if I wasn't? I cut in, watching them squirm. Good to know. They had no answer for that. But the lead biker wasn't done. He took another step forward. The six guys instinctively stepped back. You ever hear the phrase, actions have consequences? He asked casually. Big Guy nodded so hard I thought he might give himself whiplash. Yeah, of course. The biker smiled, but not the friendly kind. Good. Then you won't be surprised by what happens next. Blondie's eyes widened. Wait, hold on. The first hit landed before anyone saw it coming. One of the bikers, the quiet one with the serious expression, stepped forward and swung his arm, catching one of the six right in the ribs. The guy let out a sharp breath and dropped like a sack of bricks. Panic. The rest of them moved fast, but not fast enough. The second hit? A well-placed elbow to the gut. The third? A simple sweep of the leg that sent another one crashing to the pavement. Big Guy barely had time to react before the lead biker grabbed him by the front of his jacket and slammed him against the nearest car. His eyes were wide, his breath shaky. Here's what's going to happen, the lead biker said, his voice still calm, still controlled. You and your friends, you're going to leave this parking lot right now. Big Guy nodded like his life depended on it. Yeah, of course. The biker leaned in. And you're never coming back. Big Guy swallowed. Got it. The lead biker let go, and Big Guy stumbled forward, grabbing Blondie by the arm and dragging him toward the exit. One by one, the six of them hurried off, too scared to even look back. The three bikers stood still, watching them go, making sure they didn't get any ideas. When they were finally out of sight, the lead biker turned to me. You good? I smirked. Oh yeah, that was satisfying. He chuckled. Figured. One of the other bikers walked up, adjusting his gloves. You think they'll come back? The lead biker shook his head. Not a chance. I exhaled, finally letting the tension drain from my shoulders. See, these guys? They weren't just bikers. They were family. And people like me, we don't get left behind. How would you have acted in his place? How would you have reacted in this situation? Share your thoughts in the comments. Have you or someone you know ever experienced something similar?